Why does it feel like the more you try to talk to your teenager, the less they want to talk to you? You ask about their day, you try to check in. Sometimes you reach out because you miss them, because you can feel that distance and it's breaking your heart a little. And they give you one word answers, or they look at their phone, or they walk away, or my favorite, they snap at you. And you're left standing there wondering, what did I do wrong? Why won't they just talk to me? Why won't they just talk to me? If this sounds like your house right now, stay with me. Because one of the reasons I'm about to share, it's probably the one that you don't want to admit. Here's what I know about you. You love your teenager. That's not a question. The question is, why does it feel like the harder you try, the further they pull away? Maybe you started replaying conversations in your head, trying to figure out where things shifted. Maybe you miss who you used to be to them when they were little and when you were their whole world. And now, some days it feels like you're barely in their orbit at all. And the hardest part is that you're trying, you're available, you're right there. And it still feels like there's a wall between you that you can't find the door to. If this is hitting you already, type connection in the comment because I want you to know something right now. You are not the only mom or dad going through this, not even close. And I want you to hear this part. The fact that this hurts you the way that it does tells me everything that I need to know about you. You're a good mom or dad. Because a parent who didn't care wouldn't be watching this video. A parent who didn't care wouldn't be losing sleep over this. And you're here because you love your child. And you refuse to give up on your relationship. That's not failure. That's where change begins. Let me tell you about a mom that I've worked with. Her daughter was 15, and she said something that I'll never forget. Keisha, we used to be so close. Now I feel like I'm living with a stranger who just happens to sleep in my house. She had tried everything, being softer, being firmer, giving space, reaching out more, nothing. And every attempt made the gap feel bigger. But here's what she didn't realize. She wasn't doing anything wrong as a person. She was doing something wrong as a communicator. And those are two very different problems. What changed for her wasn't complicated. It was understanding what was actually happening underneath her daughter's silence, not the surface, the real reason. And once she saw it, everything shifted. Within weeks, her daughter started coming out of her room again, started texting her during the day, started saying goodnight, not because her daughter changed first, but because the mom did. If you don't already know who I am, I'm Keisha Golder, an emotional intelligence expert, life purpose coach, NLP practitioner, and most importantly, a mom of two young men. And I created the emotionally intelligent teen method for moms and dads who want real connection with their teenagers, not surface level peace, but real relationships. Because when you understand what's actually going on with your teenager, everything changes. Let's talk about it. I'm going to walk you through 3 real reasons your teenager is pulling away. And I want you to stay open because one of these is going to hit differently than the others. And that one, that is your starting point. Let's jump in. Number 1, your teenager isn't shutting you out, they're protecting themselves. And this is the part that most parents miss. This has nothing to do with how much they love you. It has everything to do with how safe they feel being vulnerable with you. Your teenager is going through one of the most emotionally intense seasons of life. Their identity is forming, their emotions are all over the place. And the last thing they want is for the person they love the most, which is you, to see them struggling. So they pull back, not because they don't need you, but because they need you so much, your reaction feels like a risk. They're not shutting you out. They're watching to see if it's safe to let you in. So let me ask you something. When your teenager shares something, even something small, what's your first response? Do you try to fix it, ask a bunch of questions, jump in with advice, or just notice? Because sometimes what we do out of love is exactly what makes them feel less safe. Here's number 2. They feel heard less than they feel managed. Now, if the first one didn't hit, this one probably will. Most teenagers don't pull away because they feel unloved. They pull away because they feel unheard. They feel like every conversation turns into advice, correction, or a lecture, even when that's not your intention. I worked with a mom who thought she was a great listener, and in many ways, she was. But when I asked what she did after her teenager shared something, she listed 6 questions and 3 suggestions in under 2 minutes. Now, as an adult, that would piss me off. So think about what it's doing to your teenager. Yes, she was trying to help, but her teenager experienced it as, you don't trust me. My feelings are a problem for you to fix. So the teenager stopped sharing, not out of rebellion, but out of protection. So here's what I want you to try this week. The next time your teenager shares something, before you say anything to fix the situation, just say, that makes sense. And then stop. Don't fix it. Don't question it. Just sit there. Watch what happens next. You will feel the shift immediately. Now, here is number 3. You're offering connection in a way they don't receive it. And this last one, this is the one that changes all the things. You and your teenager don't experience connection the same way. And guess what? Nobody told us that. I worked with a mom who showed love through conversation, talking, checking in, asking questions. I am a mom. Yes, I am a mom like that. But her son, he connected through presence, sitting together, watching TV, driving around. So every time she tried to connect, he experienced it as pressure. And every time he tried to connect, she missed it. They were both trying, but they were speaking 2 different emotional languages. Connection with your teenager is not about doing more. It's about doing differently. It's about learning their language instead of expecting them to speak yours. So think about your teenager right now, not who they used to be, who they are today. What relaxes them? What lights them up? What connection looks like for them? Because that right there, that's your roadmap. And if this is resonating for you, I wrote a book, Bridging the Teen Gap. I wrote it for moms and dads laying in bed at night wondering, how did we get here? And more importantly, how do I fix it? It's real, it's practical, and it's going to meet you exactly where you are. The link is in the description. So, here's what we talked about today. Your teenager is protecting themselves. They feel managed instead of heard, and they experience connection differently than you. And what ties all of this together is this: your teenager is not pulling away from you, they're waiting for you to find the door. I want you to imagine something. Imagine your teenager looking up when you walk in their room. Imagine a conversation that doesn't end in silence or frustration. Imagine them coming to you, not because they need something, but because they want to be near you. That's not a fantasy. That's available. I've seen it happen too many times to count, even with my own children. And before we close, hear me on this. You're not losing your teenager. You're learning a new way to reach them. If you're ready to take the next step, grab the book. And if you want support walking through this, book a discovery call with me. We'll talk about what's really going on in your specific situation. No pressure, just clarity. If this helped you, because it helps more moms find this when they're searching late at night for answers. And tell me in the comments which one hit you the most. One, two, or three. If you're not subscribed, I post every Thursday about how to build real connection with your teenager without losing them in the process. And let me leave you with this. You're not losing your relationship. You're rebuilding it in a way that actually works. I'll see you in the next video where we're going to talk about what you should never say to your teenager if you want them to open up. And that one I know you don't want to miss.